U.S. Special Operations Command recently held a media day where they showed off some of their transportation to the U.S. and foreign press. First up was a very non-static Osprey.
Basically, the big thing is you need to think of it really as an airplane that takes off and lands vertically, like vector thrust. So our biggest difference from this as opposed to helicopters are speed and range. We can go faster than any other helicopter. We can climb higher, up to 25,000 feet. So that's our biggest advantage. So anytime you want to get in somewhere, vertical lift, and get them out quickly, that's where you would use this.
Gotcha. So a static line in there. You do both static line and halo?
We can do static line, we can do halo, which we're going to demonstrate later this afternoon.
Nice.
Typically, we usually don't do that mission, but that's something we can do. The preference for us is to go in and either airland them, or if we can't actually land there, we can do a fast trip or a hoist team.
I've ridden on every bird SOCOM has, and while nothing can rival being outside the fuselage on a little bird, this SUV of an aircraft felt more like a Porsche Cayenne than a Suburban. Once we got up in the air, the pilot really put the spurs to it and had all of us flat against our straps at the rear. They also did some very entertaining turning and burning by the bridge and over the beach. Then they pulled a hit-the-brakes maneuver that would have had Maverick proud, and all of us riding cargo would well up off our seats in zero-G. All in all, a most excellent commute. Next up was the Navy SEAL Riverine craft. And if there was another place to put a gun on this boat, I couldn't find it. This thing bristled with some very angry hardware.
All of us are SWCS, which is Special Warfare Combat Crewmen. And we specialize in one craft while we're at that team, but at the same time, we're still all SWCS, or we call ourselves boat guys, which means basically we can switch from this boat to that boat with a very little amount of training and be able to operate on that boat if we have to.
It's normal to think of Navy warships as dangerous, but even though these look like fishing boats, they bring an impressive array of firepower to the game. The mine-resistant, ambush-protected vehicle isn't going to win any beauty contests, unless not getting blown up is beautiful to you. And if being able to stay safe and still bring the pain to the bad guys appeals to you, well, this might be your ride.
I think it's cool, man. Yeah. Boy, those comfy seats too. Yeah. Friggin'
little arm right there.
Right.
We put our bracket in there that mounts on the side of the 50 cal, so it'll charge the 50 cal indoor the Mark 19. So they never have to get up there unless to reload or if they have a weapons jam. You can zoom in, like you get a good look at anybody out there. Got an autofocus.
Wow.
They can fine-tune their focus if they want to.
We're low on ammo, though.
Yeah, we ain't got no ammo. We got thermals.
Now, are those on the pod or those elsewhere mounted on the vehicle?
No, that's all on the weapon system. You can see it right here.
Wow.
That big one is your thermal, and the smaller one on the top left right there, that's your day cam, and that's your laser rangefinder. So what this does, like with a 50 or a Mark 19, you have to walk rounds on the target, you guesstimate with your range. Well, with this, you laze the target, and it puts the ballistic solution